Talk about what's going on out there in the tropics today. But first, just a reminder, today is the 9-year anniversary of Typhoon Haiyan, also known as Yolanda, of course, here in the Philippines. And this storm, the benchmark for how bad a storm can get and rapid intensification just prior to landfall. Also benchmark for how strong and how potent a storm surge can be. There has been a lot of changes in the past decade after this storm system from Bagasse and a lot of the warning agencies out here to improve. So this hopefully never happens again. Of course, we could be getting more storms like this, and we have gotten storms near this intensity since then, but just the warning and evacuations. I mean, I'll be honest with you, this is one of those storms, personally for me, just this one personally affected me during and after the storm. And I know a lot of you that watch, you are here because of the coverage we had during the storm, and you, of course, were significantly impacted. I put this out on Facebook earlier today, and I know a lot of you were commenting, sharing your stories. Have some heroes. A nurse actually shared her story about working on Leyte in an ER during the storm. So I know there's a lot of heroes out there. Just want to remember you guys and remember all the lives lost from this. But for today, a far cry from that. We do have a lot of convection flaring up, though, over the Philippines. That is all thanks to this shear line that is just continuing to fire up some thunderstorms. It's all drifting off here towards the west, even through your morning hours. Now, this is going to start to dissipate off by Tuesday night and also over towards Wednesday. So you're going to be seeing some gradually improving conditions. But at least for now, some local heavy showers really continuing to kick up here. Might even see some local rainfall warnings still being taken place. And with these, with the shear line, you also could be seeing some gustier conditions. Often is the case because you still have that cool air kind of working its way in from the north, and you sometimes get a little bit of rotation. It's where you can even see some water spouts in this type of setup. So something to keep in mind. We don't typically talk about severe weather setups in the Philippines and across the tropics for that matter, but just because of interaction with the shear line coming in from the north, that is the type of scenario that we could see here. Meanwhile, though, overall the easterlies continuing to kick on through. I mean, if we just take a look at our SpaghettiOs through the long range outlook, there's not much to be had here. We have a couple little spits here on the long range ensembles, but nothing consistent nor really organized at this time, so I'm not terribly concerned. And yeah, we have some lows kind of jumping up here, but there's just a model picking up on a few things that really, northeast monsoon continue to dominate with cloudy skies really throughout the rest of the week following those thunderstorms out there here on our Tuesday morning. Meanwhile, bigger picture, let's take a look back towards Japan. High pressure dominating as the low pressure area starts to pull away. That's going to be the case through Wednesday into Thursday, while we start to see another storm develop by the weekend across the Korean Peninsula. Look at this Friday and Saturday. As we transition towards the winter season, I will be talking about you guys a little bit more off here towards the north, of course, because starting to talk about that, wintertime, snowstorms, and all that cold surge coming in from the north. Showers with the easterlies still dominating the southern half of the Philippines, while Manila's a high of 30. Back towards San Fernando, 29 degrees. Iligan's at 30, with a chance of some thunderstorms here on your Wednesday, all thanks to that shear line. But it really will be improving a lot by Thursday and the Friday for areas of Luzon. Anyways, big thanks for everybody on Patreon who continues to support the channel. I know some of you have been around for the decade plus we've been doing this, and I can't thank you enough. It was only a year ago that we started doing the Patreon, and since then, a lot of you just have been helping out, supporting since we initialized it, and I just always want to give you guys a little bit of a shout out here to say thanks. You make these updates possible, and yeah, hopefully we all can help people out here together. Anyways, let's look at the waves. A lot of wave action. The northeasterly winds continuing to dominate. That's all for today, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please let me know in the comment box down below. I might have a few days where I'm not putting out updates here. Good news, thankfully, it coincides with a lack of tropical activity, but mainly it's because I have a tropical storm, Nicole, impacting here in Florida, so I'm, of course, going to continue to track that at firstcoastnews.com. So be sure to check that out too. Anyways, that's all for today. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe out there. Bye.